Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Punches TV. I hope you folks are subscribing to the channel so that you can get the latest updates with the tennis videos. Here, once again, we have another call out. The Undertaker, Mr. Jason Paris. Calling out the Undertaker is a gentleman by the name of Ricky Taylor. We're about to start this game. With me tonight we have Mr. John Wick doing some commentary.
Well, we have, as you said, another call out here at Bush Hall. Good evening to those who are listening wherever you are, watching wherever you are. The call outs here in Barbados continues. We are seeing not the A-class call out here this evening.
And this is an in-house call out basically.
More or less looking at more of an in-house kind of call out. But Pipey is on shore once again tonight.
Yes.
And the question would be, would Pipey be able to deliver and take home a victory this evening? His last couple call-outs, he did reasonably good so far. His numbers are now starting to pick up to some degree. You remember that at the early part of his call-outs, Pipey was very much in the red. He's had some wins recently, and that is starting to look good for Pipey. Let's see if tonight he can leave here with yet another victory, Dawson.
Yes. We see here Pipey is back in the camera in a white shirt. Not the usual colors for Undertaker, a white shirt and blue pants. And facing the camera is Ricky Taylor in the fluorescent green shirt, white hat, and red pants. Right now, John, Pipey is stepping up in his business. He's not burying the dead anymore. He's into cremation, and also you see he's burying them at sea. so Pipey, you think he get a lot of business, John?
Well, we're in COVID, and we know that our COVID numbers, our COVID has this thing to bring some possible work his way. But outside of COVID, he's trying something in road tennis, and let's see if tonight a win can look good. Whether he at the end of the day be doing it kind of cremating, but he needs a victory. I think his chances looks pretty good this evening. Ricky Taylor is not one of those A-class players. I will probably put him on the moderate Bs here in Barbados. He has some ability, and let's see if it's good enough this evening to do something special and get over Pipey here this evening.
Tonight carrying the game is a young lady, also a young man who plays a lot of tennis in Bush Hall, and it's good to see that they're getting some experience in officiating.
Well, we have a 3-7-8 score. Yes, Dotton, we definitely need more lovers of the sport to make contributions in different areas. So if these two young individuals are indicating an interest along that line, hey, we welcome others as well.
Right now, it seems like the Undertaker is behind the 8 ball. It's 3-7-10. You need to get some points.
It is slated for 2 best in 3 match.
Yeah, before you know it, the game might be over. 10-7-5.
Service change, 10 now 7-5, and Ricky Taylor is in a reasonably comfortable position here to get this event started this evening. Speaking to him, he said he played Pipey several times here at Bush Hall, and he feels very comfortable that he has the game to pull it off tonight. So let's see how true he really is in what he said.
Ricky's not slouched to the game. He's been playing tennis for a very long time, since the 80s. So he has a lot of experience, but he never really achieved much in road tennis. But he have a lot of experience. His reputation around the tennis circuit is that he doesn't play tournaments well. And these conditions are basically tournament conditions where you have a scorer and an observer and spectators focusing on your game.
Well, Ricky looks very comfortable here this evening, I must say. He's stroking the ball, not big lot of force in his stroke play, but he's just being very delicate, controlling the ball well, and keeping it on the court. And in so doing, he's already taken a pretty healthy lead here on Pipey, who may be rushing his game at this point.
Yes. Tonight, John, we still have a fair crowd on hand. Despite this is not already I wouldn't call it a mega call out, but I'm seeing some strangers coming around. So maybe the word is getting around. Maybe the Undertaker is getting some fans.
Yes, he is. That was a pretty good drop shot there by Pipey. He scored serving at 7-13 now. But again, Ricky continues to play a game. Not much pace. There you go again on the background. Not a lot of pace coming at Pipey. Pipey the type of player who enjoys the ball with good speed. But this is not the technique that's being used here by Ricky at all. Ricky Taylor is playing a very slow, control game. And at this point, it has Pipey in some level of trouble. But it's good playing. Good point there. Pipey did well, got the better of that particular point. But let's see how he continues to play the ball that's not coming that quickly at all.
Yeah, I thought that, but he didn't underestimate his opponent. 9-15, but he's still behind. John, I see some force coming in. A lot of force are coming in. Something is happening tonight.
Yes, Pipey is here. Pipey is here, and persons are hearing about Pipey, I believe. And we also have
The Iron Chef.
The Iron Chef is coming up. We have Stanmore, he's coming up as well. And it's that time of the evening, you know, and it's good to see that road tennis is happening. And I'm quite sure those who are coming out tonight probably welcome the idea, Dorothy, of having something to do and come on, taking a little different atmosphere. COVID had us locked in for a very long time, and this is a good opportunity to do something wholesome. We've been seeing quite a bit of activity around road tennis of late here in Barbados.
I must say, John, the facility is very clean. Was there any reason for that? You know, the grass is cut, the benches are in position. I think we had a very special visit from the president of Rwanda, and he came and witnessed what our indigenous sport looks like here in Barbados at the invitation of none other than our Prime Minister, Auntie Mia. As she continues to show her support for road tennis, and this is healthy for the sport. Now we have it at that level where it should have been some time ago, and I'm quite sure that extra effort that's required now by the leader like Mayor Amor Motley is going to happen. So kudos and thanks to those who continue to put their efforts in to drive this game and move this game to another level. Yes, I understand from a reliable source, one of the coaches here in Barbados, that the Prime Minister, the Honorable Mayor Amor Motley, she had a little knock on the court. And this coach told me he was very impressed. He was moving very nimble on the court. So with some little more training, never know, we may have a Prime Minister playing at a certain level, John.
Well, I won't put anything past the Prime Minister. She's just a very special person in many, many ways. Yeah, but road tennis really needs that kind of injection. This evening we're here again to yet another call out, and these calls have been going on for a good 5-6 months, and this is good, and we have some tournaments also lurking as well. So road tennis, things are happening. I gotta say a special good evening to the members of the Barbados Road Tennis Association, the BRTA, for what they are doing at this point for road tennis. They seem to have a very strong focus on the youth. As we speak, all I know there's a junior tournament, an Easter tournament being played. Kudos to them. And of course, the National Sports Council, who have stepped up to the plate in recent times. So we are seeing a lot of good involvement in road tennis here in Barbados. All encouraging signs.
Yes, no, you're perfectly right. Also, let's give a shout out to Vilmore Chapman. This guy he's one of the main organizers in the North. Recently had a tournament, a very successful tournament in the North. 15-19.
The score is now 19-16, that, eh?
Yeah. But he is fighting back.
Let's see, he's doing well. That'd be 2016. So Ricky Taylor's in the driver's seat here, and does well to take the very first game.
21-16.
I think Pipey hasn't even broken a good sweat here as yet. I think the technique here being employed by Ricky Taylor is producing good result for him. He's not really giving Pipey the speed that Pipey likes, and that's a good sign. But back to Vilmore in the north, you know, we understand we had a tournament over the weekend as well in the north.
Yeah. Last man standing. Won by a young man. We call him Shocker or
Young
he did-
Shocker.
Yes, he did a very good job. He took out Stanmore.
Was Stanmore made it to the finals?
No.